It said, beware of the Heavenly Mother cult. And I was like, that was a cult? Hey guys, it's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. So, this video was not planned at all. I just came back from Incheon and something happened to me for like the 7th, 8th time since I've been in Korea, and I figured I should talk to you guys / warn you guys about this. There is this thing that happens and every other foreigner that I know that this has happened to, it's always the same story. Only when they're by themselves. Just when you're walking down the streets alone. There will be one woman, maybe two. They speak pretty good English, like at least conversationally. They ask you where you're going, if you have time, and if you have a religion. I am talking about the World Society Mission Church of God, aka the Heavenly Mother cult. Now, the first time this happened to me was when I moved to Taeyeon last January, the end of the month. And the first full day in my apartment, I actually had like a gas leak type of thing. So the landlord came rushing in to open my windows and tell me what had happened. So the next day, when I got that knock at the door, I kind of expected it to be just the same situation. So I just opened the door, and there's two women who are very nice, but I'm thinking, oh, I just moved in here. Maybe they're looking for the person who used to live here. And they're speaking English to me and asking me what I do. They asked me if I have time. Now mind you, it's winter, so it's cold, and like I can feel my heat going out. You know we don't play with the heat bill. So I don't want to let them in because that's creepy, but I don't want to go out either because that seems like too permanent. So she proceeds to cue up this video on a tablet entitled The Heavenly Mother. I'm just going to read to you guys a bit what this is on Wikipedia. I know in school they always said Wikipedia is not a reliable source, but that's garbage. I used to always use Wikipedia. World Mission Society Church of God is a new religious movement that began in South Korea in 1964, and founder An Sang-hong died in 1985. The church expanded its activities. The church believes in Christ, An Sang-hong, and God the Mother, An Gil-ja, I think that's her name, as God, and that it is restoring the truth of the early church. Now, if you go down further to criticism and controversy, the word cult is highlighted here. The first time it happened to me, I didn't really think much of it. I just thought they were very friendly people looking to bring some people into their church, maybe diversify with some foreigners. But I used to use Weguk to like make lesson plans and like use other materials, and they used to have like forums, and it said beware of the Heavenly Mother cult, and I was like, that was a cult? So I'm trying to be polite because like I'm the new neighbors. They said, well, we'd love to have lunch with you next week, and I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't have any intention to meet with them. So like, you know how when Jehovah's Witnesses would come knocking and you pretend like you're not home? So I like turned my TV down low, got real quiet, and they went away. But they left a note on the wrong door. Like they went to the apartment below mine, and I guess maybe they thought they knocked at the wrong door. It was me, I just didn't answer. It said Bodumshi, because that was my Korean name. Sorry we missed you, we'd love to meet with you again soon. And it was signed the Heavenly Mother. Now the reason I'm bringing this up, like I said, something just happened to me that's happened a lot of times while I've been in Seoul. So if I'm just walking down the street by myself, a woman, one or two women who come up to me and ask me questions. If I have time, where am I going? Do I have a religion? Things like that. They say, oh, it only takes 3 minutes. They never specify what it is. They just say that it'll only take like 3 minutes if you have a little bit of time. So the first time this happened, I was actually just got back from Nami Island, and I was going to watch Avengers Infinity War by myself. So I was in a hurry trying to catch my movie time. And they stopped me, told me I was pretty, you know, they butter you up and everything. And they ask for you to come join them for like 3 minutes. They always say it's close by. It's happened to me twice in Hongdae, 3 or 4 times near Gangnam or Yeokseom station. The once in Taeyeon, and honestly, I've lost count of the rest. I don't know if they target foreigners specifically. I'm sure they don't. There is a branch in New Jersey too that people have been talking about. Wait, this says People Magazine Inquiry. In December 2015, People Magazine published an interview with the former member Michelle Colin, who attended the WMSCOG church in Ridgewood, New Jersey for 2 years and later sued the organization. 6 other former members described the WMSCOG as a doomsday cult that is opportunistic. It sounds like Scientology a little bit to me, to be honest. She said they try to recruit people who are going through life in transition period or have a void in their life, and they will fill it. That's pretty much how any cult works. Like, they try to prey on people who seem alone or weak. And I guess, like, I'm looking around so I look just like a lost soul, which, lost soul and soul. Okay.
Boo! Boo, Wendy! Boo, Wendy Testaburger, boo!
And the thing that, like, the reason that this kind of irritated me this time to make this video is she was so persistent and wouldn't leave me alone. I was coming back from Incheon. I hate taking the train this time of day because it's literally like trying to fit into like a sardine can. Like, it's impossible. So like, I'm just trying to get back and she's like, hi, do you have time? And I was like, oh god, like I already know what this is gonna be. And like, she wouldn't leave. I said, no thank you, I'm sorry, I'm in a rush. She was like, oh, it'll only take 2 minutes. And she was like walking with me and wouldn't leave me alone. So that just kind of made me feel like I should talk about this to you guys, because a few of my friends have had this happen to them too. And it's always when they're alone. And it's kind of a normal thing. Like, every foreigner who's been here for an extended period of time is like, oh yeah, that happened to me. So like I said, I don't think they're only going after foreigners or anything, but I think when you're alone and abroad as a foreigner, that's kind of like an easy target. This tablet was, you know, it was queued up in English and everything, and it was a bit fear-inducing. You know, it was like, all I remember is like hellfire, crosses burning, people praying for salvation. Now mind you, I'm like standing in my doorway. They're just smiling and looking at the tablet like, you like, huh?
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no.
And I'm looking at my TV because I was in the middle of watching How to Get Away with Murder, the crossover with Scandal. So I'm like, I'm trying to see how they gonna wrap up this case, and then y'all won't leave me alone. So yeah, apparently, like I said, there was a whole forum on Weguk. So a lot of people have experienced it, and they called it a cult, even though technically it's not. Like, I don't want to get too into this, but I'll just read like their beliefs and practices just so you guys can get a better idea of why you should try to avoid them. So under beliefs and practices, it says the church believes in God the Father and God the Mother, claiming to be restoring the truth and practices of the early church. The church also believes that co-founder Jang Gil-ja is God the Mother and taught by the founder An Sang-hong. The World Mission Society Church of God believes that all of its teachings are based on the Bible as explained in the numerous books written by An Sang-hong. Then there's stuff about the second coming of Christ, feast day, the Sabbath, idolatry, human. So there's like this whole Wikipedia page if y'all want to look it up. I don't know why you would. I'm just saying, just a cautionary tale. So yeah, this just happened to me again. Her persistence was a little annoying, so I just wanted to talk to you guys / warn you guys. If you're walking around alone and someone approaches you asking you if you have time, just say no and keep doing what you're doing. Because, or if they ask you about your religion, especially if they say, do you have time, only 3 minutes, are you religious, or do you have a religion, or they say, do you know about the Heavenly Mother, that they'll ask you. So I just wanted to warn y'all, maybe that's something you're interested in. I don't judge, but if that's something you want to avoid, this is what it is. Like, I'll link a bit of information about this religion / cult in the description if you guys want to check it out. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.